Aesthetically, it is the only piece for the most part in your kitchen that you can design and personalize your kitchen with. The hood has become a focal point of the kitchen because of the fact that you can personalize it. What makes Modern Aire great is there's no compromise. There's no compromise on design. There's no compromise on functionality. There's no compromise on purchasing a product that isn't made in this country. That's what's made our product great and has been since the mid-50s. My name is Robert Del Mazo, and I have been in the appliance/plumbing industry for about 35 years. I got introduced to Modern Aire about 30 some odd years ago. I befriended the father of who the owner is now. He helped me understand this industry, and as I developed my profession in the appliance industry, I decided to hop on board and come to Modern Aire and help it grow. So Modern Aire has a very interesting story. It originally started as a rain gutter company. It started in Whittier. Roughly in the late 40s, the government asked them to move to the San Fernando Valley, and the reason being was that they were going to build the 605 freeway right through the property. So they helped them move here into the San Fernando Valley, and this is where they've been since the mid-50s. At that time, they were approached by an appliance manufacturer, and they were asked to see if we could build them a canopy that caught smoke. And that's how we got into the hood manufacturing business. We started building products for other companies, not just that particular company. And then at that point, we decided that we would build our own product. And we branded a product, a ventilation line, and we've been selling that ever since. Honestly, the uniqueness of our product is that unlike most of our competition, I can't say everybody because I don't know to what lengths our competitors will go, but we will build a hood pretty much any size. And that includes for depth, height, and width. We will shape it whatever shape we can as long as it stays functional, because a lot of why people buy hoods, the aesthetic value, how pretty they are and how much you can design, do your own personal design with the product itself. So basically this is the artisan manual labor side, and over here is the mechanical side where we use all the machinery to prep the material to get it ready to be assembled on the labor artisan side. This machine here feeds the laser where we actually cut the different sizes and shapes that we use to build all the hoods that we make. After the laser, some of the parts that we build, we use basically a punch press that shapes certain size round shapes that we need, and also some other pieces that we use to be able to build the hoods and put them together. This is where the assembly begins. So in many cases, we have to build the hood to make sure that all the parts fit before we can either brush them or paint them. Otherwise, if we do it before that process, if we brush them and paint them and then we put them together, they may not fit. So it's literally a double assembly. We'll build it once to make sure it all goes together. Then we'll take it apart and take the different parts to the different areas. Some of the product gets powder coated, which is a paint process. Some of it gets buffed. Some of it gets clear coated. Then it comes back to this area where they do the final assembly on the product. Product gets boxed and shipped out to the customer. One of the things about our product that's unique to just standard appliances, and that goes for the rest of the hood industry, is the fact that we customize our hoods to whatever size that you need. And that includes width, height, or depth. There's very few people in our industry that do that, and the reason being is that it isn't easy. You have to take the product that is being cut to size and make sure that it fits. For that aspect, you have to have not just guys that are assemblers, but that are artisans. They need to understand the mechanical side, but they also need to understand the aesthetic side of the product. So we were very fortunate that we have individuals that have worked here for many years and have mastered that process. And that's what makes our product great. Okay, so here's a perfect example of what Modern Aire does that most of our competition doesn't do. And as you can see, look at the size of this hood. The width, the height, the depth have all been customized to meet whatever requirement it is that the customer needs on his cooking area. So this is going to cover either a couple of ranges or one large custom range. Very few companies do what we do, and it still meets the industry standards as big as it is. So the other thing that is important, of course, actually should be the most important part, is how well a hood works. You know, how well it draws the smoke out of the kitchen. And we have gone, I would say, the premier blower manufacturer in the world, a company by the name of EBM. They do a lot of commercial type products. We went to them because of their system and how well it draws smoke out of the home. There's no compromise. There's no compromise on design. There's no compromise on functionality. There's no compromise on purchasing a product that isn't made in this country. That's what's made our product great and has been since the mid-50s. Now, I mean, the reality is that, I mean, we've been fortunate that we've been able to build a product in the United States that still has the quality that it does, and, you know, it supports a lot of families. We make a product that's probably as good or better than anybody else in the industry. We've made sure that we use one of the best blowers in the industry. But it is an American-made product, and we go to great lengths to maintain that as much as possible. So don't forget to support the American-made companies or American-made products. I guess our uniqueness really is that we'll build almost anything.